Hey, this is Dave from Safe Ministry Training Online. In this video, we're going to show you how to connect your Elvanto church management software with Safe Ministry Training. This is one of the great things that it can do, can sync up your Elvanto account with Safe Ministry Training so the right people are getting trained and screened. When you come into Safe Ministry Training, one of the settings you've got is Elvanto syncing. When you come in here, you won't be able to do very much until you've set up your Elvanto syncing account. Now, the way to do that in Elvanto, you've got your people here. If you go up to settings in Elvanto, and in settings, go down the bottom to integrations. And in integrations, you want to add a new integration with Safe Ministry Training. It'll come up here on the list. They've done a great job of partnering with us, so it makes it easy for you. You click on Safe Ministry Training, and it brings up this box here, and it says click here to integrate with Safe Ministry Training. You click that button. Now what that does, that takes you to your Safe Ministry Training login page. And if you log in as normal for your church, what that does is it tells Safe Ministry Training that it's going to use this Elvanto account. You log into Elvanto again, and you click Allow Access. And now, Elvanto and Safe Ministry Training will be synced up for your Safe Ministry Training account. Now, you can watch through that again slowly and just follow through the steps. What you want to do, once that initial connection is made, Safe Ministry Training is designed to keep a group of people in sync from Elvanto. So the first thing it asks you to do is select an Elvanto group that you want to keep in sync. Now, the idea here is that in your Safe Ministry Training, in your Elvanto church management tool, you've got all your people, all the people at church that you've got. What we suggest you do is set up a group in Elvanto of all the people who you need to do the training, and you need to be screened as a leader. Now, this is not for the awareness course. This is for your leaders, the people who you need to be screened at your church. You create a group in Elvanto, and you add everyone into that group who you think needs to do the leaders training course and to be screened as a leader. So here I am in Elvanto, and I've got a group of people who need to be screened. There's 50 people here, and as we scroll down the list, I've got all these people that they're serving in whatever way at church, and I need to make sure that they are properly screened. And so they're in that group. So when I come across to Safe Ministry Training and I go to Elvanto syncing, it asks me to select my group. So it has gone into, it's looked at your Elvanto account, it's looked at all your groups, and it's seen that there's a group there called Need Safe Ministry Training. You can call it whatever you want, whatever you like, you can find it. All the groups will be there. You just find the group in here and you click Submit. As soon as you do that, it goes, right, so you want to get those people across. What do you want to keep in sync? So there's a whole range of things that it can keep in sync. It'll obviously keep in sync people's names and their date of birth and their phone numbers and that type of thing. But what it's designed to do is to keep in sync a couple of custom fields. So that means in Elvanto, there's a couple of custom fields you can make for people that's going to be particular for recording their Safe Ministry Training status. Now, if you've used Elvanto for a bit, then you've probably worked out how to create custom fields. You go into people and categories, and you edit one of the layouts. So here I'm looking at a layout in Elvanto, and over on the right hand side here, Elvanto has custom fields. Now, I've created two custom fields already. One is called screening status. Your screening status field is designed just to keep a record of someone's status as they're screened in Safe Ministry Training. Their training might have expired, and so their status was pending, or maybe they haven't done the training yet, or maybe they're working with Children Check, hasn't come through. This will collect all of that and give you one example, one text field of their status at the moment. One of the other fields you might want to create is the date they completed the leaders training course. So that will, when they've completed the leaders training course in Safe Ministry Training, it will update in Elvanto so that it's recorded in Elvanto. One of the other ones, you can also create some other custom fields. I'm going to create a custom field here for their working with children check number. Again, this is just a text field, so I'll save that and I'll put that in there as well. And I might also create a custom field for their Safe Ministry Training expiry date. I just want to record these in Elvanto. I just want to have them here. But Safe Ministry Training is going to be the place where they get created and saved and edited. We could also create an Elvanto field for their working with children check status if we wanted, but I'm not going to create that one at the moment because it'll get captured in the overall screening status. Once I've saved that, save those custom fields, if I go and have a look at someone in my church, then I come down here. Oh, they haven't come up. Sometimes Elvanto takes a few minutes before they appear. But now, when I come across to Safe Ministry Training, this is where I get the opportunity to tell Safe Ministry Training to update particular fields in Elvanto. So the first option is there an Elvanto field for a person's overall screening status? And there is. We created one in Elvanto called screening status. I'm going to select that. Is there an Elvanto custom field for the date someone completed the leaders training course? And we did. We created a field for that. Is there an Elvanto field for a person's working with children check status? No, we didn't create one of those, so I'll leave that as none. We've got a field for a person's working with children check number, that one there. And we created a field for a person's working with children check expiry date. We'll select that one there. So I'm now telling Safe Ministry Training that I want to keep these fields, these Elvanto fields, in sync. I want them constantly updated in Elvanto. So I save that and I come down here, and now it tells me that it's synced some people. It's actually found a couple of people that are already matched. It's found people in Safe Ministry Training and Elvanto that all their information, their first name, last name, their mobile phone number, their date of birth are all exactly the same, and so it's already matched people. If I want to, I can click this as, again, auto match people, and it'll take a few minutes, a few seconds, and it will see if there's anyone else it can match. It's got 5 people already matched. But the next thing we want to do is we want to see the matches and partial matches. We want to see the people who are in Elvanto who should be screened but aren't yet in Safe Ministry Training. So what I'm going to do is come up to people and look at Elvanto matching. So this is a list of people who are both in my Safe Ministry Training list, who have done Safe Ministry Training, and people who are in my Elvanto group who I think should be trained. So here are the 50 people who are in that group, that's in my Elvanto group. I've got my Elvanto group here called Needs Safe Ministry Training. There's 50 people in there, and I look through that. They're all the people in Elvanto, and they have been brought across onto this page. They're not in Safe Ministry Training yet. They're just appearing here, and it's asking exactly what you want to do with them. Let me take you through a few things, because this page is very powerful, but it takes a little bit to understand. So first of all, we've got 2 big icons for every person. Let's look at Akim here. The first icon is either a tick or a cross, and it tells me whether they are a group member, whether they're part of the Elvanto group, needs to do Safe Ministry Training. And I can see Akim is a member of that group. That's great. And there's a link icon here that tells me that he's already linked. His information that I had in Safe Ministry Training is already exactly the same as what we had in Elvanto, and so it's linked them up together. Now I've got an option here, I could unlink them, but I don't want to do that because I want to keep them in sync. Down here we've got Bessie Wakely. Now here's Bessie. She is linked. Her information in Safe Ministry Training has been found in Elvanto, but not because she's in the group. She's just somebody in Elvanto. She's not a member of my Elvanto Needs to Do Safe Ministry Training group. Now, because she's not a part of that group in Safe Ministry Training, she doesn't actually need to be in my Safe Ministry Training list. And so I can tick Archive Person. Now this is going to archive her in Safe Ministry Training, not in Elvanto. I've got the same here for Cecily as well. She's not a member of the Elvanto group, but she is linked up, and so I don't need to see her in Safe Ministry Training at the moment. So I'm going to tick those two, and I'm going to scroll all the way down and hit Submit. And what that's going to do is that's going to automatically archive those two people from this list. They aren't in that group, and so they don't need to be trained. Now here's some other people. Daniel and Tori and Nolly, they're also not in that group. They're in my Safe Ministry Training group. They've done the training. They might have done the training a few months ago, but they're no longer serving at church. They might have moved away from church or something like that. They haven't synced up with anything, and so I'm going to archive them. I don't need them in my Safe Ministry Training list anymore. So now I've archived them. So now all I've got are people who should be in the group. Now, just to make sure, I'm going to click this filter button up here. I can filter this list. I'm going to show only group members. That's great. I'm going to check, are there any non-group members? No, there are no non-group members. There's only group members. Okay, let's see who's synced. Show only the synced people. Okay, these three guys, they're already synced. That's great. That's what we want. We want everyone who's in the group in Elvanto to be synced with Safe Ministry Training. So let's see not synced people. Okay, we've got a lot of people here who are in Elvanto. They need to do the training, but they're not in Safe Ministry Training yet. And most of them have this icon. They exist in the Need Safe Ministry Training group in Elvanto, but they're not currently in the Safe Ministry Training list. They're in the group. So what we want to do is sync this person into Safe Ministry Training. We want to grab all their details from Elvanto and we want to pull them across so they're in the Safe Ministry Training list. Then we can send them the invite to be doing the training. We can make sure the training's done, and we can make sure we can let Safe Ministry Training do the job of screening them, and that will get updated in Elvanto. We've got this person as well, Alice. Alice is in the group, but there's a possible match. That is, it looks like we've already archived Alice in Safe Ministry Training. And so that means that she had done the training at some point, but had moved away or was no longer needed to be screened. And so we've archived her in Safe Ministry Training. But we want to unarchive her now. Same with Orbit as well. And so we want to unarchive them and keep them in sync. In fact, all of these people, we're going to click this Select All button. We want to keep all of these people in sync with Safe Ministry Training. And so now I'm going to hit Submit. Well, before I do that, let me show you what my people list looks like at the moment. When I'm looking at my people list, I've only got 3 people who have done the training so far. I've got some archived people. You can see your archived people by coming here. These are the people who are archived. And so they've done the training at some point, or they've been created, but they don't need to be doing the training at the moment. The people who are active, I've got these 3 people. But what I want to do is bring all these Elvanto group members, all the people in Elvanto who need to do the training, I want to bring them across. So I've ticked Select All for these people, and I'm coming down here, I'm going to hit Submit. Now, once you've submitted that, all those people have been brought into your Safe Ministry Training list, and they are all now in sync. They are going to be kept up to date with Elvanto. So anything you change in Safe Ministry Training is going to get pushed to the Elvanto information. So if you change someone's status, if you change when they've done the training in Safe Ministry Training, it's going to get pushed to Elvanto. Now when I come to my list, I'll open this up again, look at all trainees, and here they all are. These are all the people who I want to get screened here. So what I want to do here is I want to send them an invite. And so the easy way to do that is to click this button. Once I click that button, that will automatically send Morris an invitation to be doing the training. It'll send him a particular link. Morris will get this link sent to him, where he can click on that link and he can go straight to his course, and then it'll ask him to do the courses that he needs. I'll also probably want to be in contact with him, telling him to expect that email. That's something you want to be doing with your team members at your church so they know what's happening. That'll get them to do that course, and you'll be able to watch your trainees complete the courses and see where they're up to. And as they complete their courses, their referee details and their working with children check details will all come in here. And as their status changes, as they complete the training and as they get properly screened, referees are screened and their working with children check number is screened and their training is done, then that will get pushed across to Elvanto. So let's do something here with Morris. Let's go into Morris and let's say that he has completed the awareness course, and we'll say he's done that today. And let's also say that he's completed the leaders course. And so now at the top we can see Morris has done that. Let's see his screening status. Well, he hasn't given a personal disclosure statement, but we are going to say that Morris does not have anything to disclose. So that's good. We're going to check his referees. We're going to change his referee status. That's probably not going to work. We'll put in a first name and a last name and a mobile number and an email address for referee@somewhere.com and other name and another phone number and another email. And let's assume that they've given a positive information. So his screening status now, we don't have his working with children check information. So what we're going to do is say that he is not working with kids. And so that means that he will now be cleared. So when we go to our trainees, Morris is now cleared because he's not working with kids, so he doesn't need to work with children check number, although if he was, that would get checked automatically and his training's been done. So now, if we come across to our Elvanto list, and the way this works, the way the syncing works, it happens every few minutes. As soon as someone gets updated in SafeMin's training, every 5 minutes we do an update to their Elvanto account. And so if we come across here and we look up, what was his name again? It was Morris, that's right. If we look up Morris in this list, he'll be here in M. Here's Morris. If we look up Morris, and his account details haven't come up because the categories haven't been updated. I haven't shown them on my profile layout. Oh, see, there I have. But Elvanto hasn't copied them across. Let's see if Elvanto's going to update. No, it hasn't. Well, if we copy the layout, this is one of the ways to enforce Elvanto to show them on the screen. See, it's taking them away. Elvanto is a lovely product, but I might need to tell them about this little issue. Now we will enforce these again. There they are. So now if we go to Morris, here we go. So Morris will need to be updated. So in the next few minutes, Morris's information will get updated, and that will appear in that will appear in Elvanto that he's completed the SafeMin's training course, and that will come across. Here we go. Morris has completed the Safe Ministry training course on the 4th of 7th, 2019, and the screening status is clear. He doesn't have a working children check number or expiry date because we set him as not working with kids. So there we have, as Elvanto has been updated, as Morris has completed his training and has been cleared. So we've enforced that, but if he went through that process and all the referees went through that process, then that's how your Elvanto list can be up to date, and you can make sure the people who need to get trained and screened in Elvanto are synced with safe ministry training. The thing to remember here is if you are regularly adding people to your group of people who need safe ministry training, then that's something that you're going to need to keep doing. If I come across to my people, and we'll choose someone here that I assume is not in the group. Oh, they already are. Well, let's see if we can get Jocelyn. Oh, she's in the group as well. I'm randomly choosing people who are already in the group, as does him. Oh, because I'm looking in the group. That was silly. Of course, everyone's going to be in there. I'm going to look at all people. All right. Alice, let's go here. Not in the group. I'm going to add Emily Corkley to the group. So now Emily Corkley has been added to the Need Safe Ministry Training group. So if you're adding people to the group, that means when you come across to Safe Ministry Training, what you want to do is refresh the Elvanto matching page. And so what we should do here is let's see who's not synced, and it's gone and checked the group again, and it's found that Emily isn't synced because she's a new member of the group. So we want to come in here and select Emily and add her to Safe Ministry Training as well. And so now she's in the Safe Ministry Training. So that's the thing you've got to remember as you add people to your group, to your Safe Ministry Training, to the group of people in Elvanto who need Safe Ministry Training. You'll also need to come in regularly into Safe Ministry Training and check the people who are not synced. That's clear now, everyone's synced. And make sure everyone's synced. So that's one of the things you want to keep doing to make sure your list is up to date. We think that having Elvanto and Safe Ministry Training in sync with each other is a great way for your church to be confident that the people who need to get screened and trained to be safe around vulnerable people is up to date and accurate. And that's something we all want to do to make sure we're protecting vulnerable people and we're safeguarding our church. Thanks a lot.